Hi guys, this is Yunash Sharma, and in this session we will discuss those terms which are commonly used in the Power Automate. It's called the glossary. Now we check the terms which are commonly used in the Power Automate. The first one is the action. Action is a task. Generally, this task is attached with a trigger, and trigger fires implicitly. So whenever like trigger fires, then task executes, like the create, update, delete, or assign. Next one is the action items. If we check our Power Automate, in action items we have the approvals and business process. These action items display the status of the approvals and the business process flows. So approvals, how many approvals received, how many sent, and the history. Then business process, how many processes are active and how many are inactive. Now approvals. Approvals basically it refers to the action approving a cloud flow. For example, a company allocates some budget to the all departments, but that allocation of the budget requires a pre-approval of a finance department. So for that kind of scenario, we can use the approval. Next one is the business process flows. To make sure in a company all employees follow the same process. Suppose a company creates a protocol and the company wants all the employee of a particular team or particular group must follow that protocol. For example, support team. Company wants all members of the support team to handle the request sent by the customer the same way according to the protocol created by the company. All the members must follow that protocol. Another example for the sales team. For selling the product, there is a protocol that the team member must submit the invoice and get the approval. So this protocol must be followed by all the members of the sales team. So for this scenario, we can use the business process flow. Next one is the condition. Using the condition, we can decide the which steps or which action has to be executed in flow. Because the condition returns the true or false. As you can see in the example, suppose you want to track like how many people tweeted on a particular product or with a particular name. Then send a mail to that user. So you can apply a condition. Next one is the connectors. Using the connectors, you can connect the multiple data sources like the Twitter, Outlook, Gmail, MailChimp, and many more. Next one is the data loss prevention. If you want to protect your data, then you can create a policy with a connection and you can decide that connection has to access which kind of data. Next one is the flow checker. Flow checker is a diagnostic tool and this tool can suggest you like where the improvement is required in your flow. Then flow types, automatic, instant, scheduled and UI flow for the business flow. Then next is the instant flow. Suppose you are like inviting a meeting and you want to send the message to all members of your team instantly. Then you can use this instant flow. So as you can see in the example, you have a button and you want like when you click this button, then all the members of that team should get a message. So in that case, you can use the instant flow. Next one is the item. An item represents a row in a Microsoft SharePoint list or if action. So we have a row and columns in that action. And a Microsoft Word documents. If there is a table, then table is also an item. Then Microsoft Data Works. It's a database and data is stored in table format, but it's very secure database. Multi-step flows. In the multi-step flows, we can add the more than one action. Means we can add the multiple action. Then robotic process automation (RPA). This is technology. And we have a separate video with the detailed discussion. You can check that video. Scheduled flow. It means you can schedule your flow with the date and time. Then steps. When you create a flow or workflow, then you need to add the steps. Templates. Templates are the pre-built set of triggers and action. If we check about Power Automate, then we have lots of predefined or pre-designed templates. According to our requirement, we can select any template. Trigger. Trigger is an event that starts a cloud flow. For example, if we create a cloud flow, whenever like email is arriving with the attachments, then that attachment should copy into the OneDrive. So arriving of the mail is an trigger, and action copying that attachment to the OneDrive. So guys, this was all about the glossary used in the Power Automate. Thanks for watching the video.